Hey guys, welcome back to Independent Land Rover Specialists. My name is Dean, and today we are going to do a video on installing an Apple CarPlay system in a Range Rover Sport. So these systems are fantastic in their ability. They keep the original factory screen, all the off-road features, all the phone call features, integrating with the sound system, but you add Apple CarPlay so it has Waze, has Google Maps, everything on the screen. Now, these systems are available from us to purchase. If you click on the link below, you can get it from our website, or for local customers, we can install it for you. So excited for you guys to see this. Let's get to it. So carefully with your fingers, you can just remove the trim, gently lever in behind. You can also use a panel popper tool here if you have one. Just carefully remove the trim pieces and the electrical connectors. And then you'll see the little screws attached to the bottom of the screen. Sometimes the trim here breaks, but just get a Torx head and remove all these screws. Save any little pieces that break off, you can install them later. Very common on these. Remove the air vents. And you can gently pull up on the top of the dash to ease out the screen and the trim piece. Just place the trim aside and undo all the electrical connectors. No worry here to take note of the colors because they are obviously color coded. So now we're just going to mock up the CarPlay unit, attach everything. Before we install it all, we want to attach it all and just make sure it all works before putting it into its final place. So it's a little tricky at the back of the main unit. You have to kind of dig back and behind there. You want to remove the big, large connector, big gray connector at the back. And just plug everything in. It's all pretty self-explanatory. You can't go wrong here. All the connectors can only really fit in one place. So as you can see, it's really user-friendly, everything color-coded. All the electrical connectors are different sizes, so they all match up pretty well. And then once again, the large unit at the bottom right of the main unit is the biggest challenge on this job. So we're trying to avoid having to take this unit out, but there's not a lot of room here, so you really got to have some thin hands and patience to get this guy out. And plug in the little microphone unit. So as you can see, there are quite a few of those little yellow connectors, which are just accessories. You can just leave those hanging. You can have the option of adding other cameras. This is the little Wi-Fi antenna. So this unit does work with Wi-Fi to your cell phone. So make sure that's nice and secure. And then there's some double-sided tape on the end of the unit that you're gonna adhere to later. And then this kit comes with a little anti-vibration mat with some Velcro. So this is nice and strong, the glue. I don't actually take off the glue here. I just leave it there to stop any vibrations. And then on the Range Rover Sport, there's a good little cavity underneath the top of the dash where you can slide this unit in. So the key here is to make sure it's nice and secure so it doesn't rattle. And then we're just going to mock up this main screen. So all these connectors once again go in color coded, so just make sure they're on there nice and secure. Really can't go wrong here. And then we'll carefully just tuck everything away and we'll test the unit. If all works well, then we can fit it for good. So take note on the instructions. Generally all these little switches have to go all the way up to the H position, but now we have CarPlay connecting. So on occasion when we install these, depending on the make, there may have to be a software update, but this one looks like it's pretty good. So there we have CarPlay. Everything seems to be syncing nice and smoothly. We're just testing all the features. Make sure everything works, all the connectivity works. And now we can slide everything and make sure everything is nice and secure so nothing's going to rattle when you have everything back together. So here we're just feeding the cable through into, you can either do it to the upper or lower glove box. This is just a little USB AUX port. So if you ever have to do a software update to the unit or charge your phone with the wire or connect directly without wireless, you can use that and just put it in the glove box. So fitting this, make sure you fit the trim piece first to the screen. Otherwise, like I did here, you have to take it out again. There we go. Trim piece on, installed. Now, like all of these, fit them all hand tight first. We're putting all the little broken pieces of plastic back. Once again, very common here. Nice and finger tight first, and then you can go and secure it all once it's all in. Put the vents back in, these just slide in. Little screws on the bottom, connect everything up again for the clock, the radio controls, and the start-stop button. Make sure the little clips on, and these just take a little gentle tap and they secure. So let's try it out. So to activate it, you just hold in the navigation button, and instead of the factory nav, your CarPlay will now be connected. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions on this, comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Remember to follow us on all of our social media platforms and like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hey, you look like the bad kid that